Pachamama, kau sai kama, ama mikunaiku, hai ka pisi Karpas kaiku poko yachu amata kasachu kusira kasira Pachamamita-iku wiwaqniyku ninukniyku kunan p'unchaw kunan hatun p'unchawpa napaykamuykiku sumaq mamallay maqayku wawaykikuna lluytaq simuyupi chaskiyku ayku sumaq mamallay kay sumaq sunquykuta kunan p'unchaw. Greetings, hermanos, from around the world. We are sending you our love in this time of life. So today we are celebrating a very important day for us. Today we are celebrating the Earth Day. It has been 50 years since the first time they celebrated Earth Day in the Western world. It started in 1970. So our purpose today is just to remind you how far we have gone. So while we are home in these days, I feel it's a good moment just to go within, just to see how is your connection with Pachamama nowadays. How is our relationship with Pachamama? Do we see Pachamama just like an object or something that's here for us for our service? That we can just take anything, anywhere, anytime, not even asking for permission? Do you think you own the land? So what's our perspective? How is our relationship with Pachamama, with Mother Earth? Just to go a little bit back in the history of life. Our ancient ones have been celebrating Earth Day thousands of years ago. So the relationship of mankind and Pachamama was very close. They had a very close relationship, a very deep relationship. Because I believe that the ancient ones, they have been very aware that Mother Earth is alive. It's a living cell in the universe. It has feelings. So what a beautiful way of connecting with this universal vibration of love. So Pachamama has been the center of our inspiration for our daily lives. All the songs, our music, our dances, they were honored to Pachamama, to Mother Earth. Somebody asked me and said, if we just celebrate Mother's Day just once a year, so what we believe is that Pachamama's Day is every day. That's a relationship. That's a connection. That's a way of living that we need to find. So through Pachamama, we have learned the cycles of life. And together with these cycles, it has brought so many changes for humanity. In human history, we know that tornadoes, tsunamis, floods, drought, viruses, and so on, it has always been taking place here in our environment. So how the ancient ones take it? Pachamama balances herself from time to time. What it might look a disgrace for us, that's the way how Pachamama balances herself. Because we know that Pachamama is ruled by the divine intelligence, what we call God. So 50 years ago, we have put it in our calendars to celebrate Pachamama. So this was designed to support the environmental protection. So are we doing something about it? Are we really taking care of Pachamama like this was our own home? How far we have walked? We have turned the circuit land in radioactive waste. There's so much pollution on the rivers, the oceans. It's very devastating what we're living, the way how we are living now, because that's something that we all have created. So at the same time, there's no time to blame. This is just the cycle of life. This is a universal principle of cause and effect. So nothing happens just by a chance. Everything has a meaning. So hermanos, today is a good moment to really go within and to see who is responsible for all of this that's taking place in our lives. So it's very urgent for each one of us to take responsibility for our lives. Now, during this pandemic, we can see how some politicians are trying to turn this in a very egocentric, in a very selfish way. They're not really acting as someone who really want to take care of us. So we need to take responsibility, hermanos. We need to take care of ourselves. So what is happening right now is something very serious, hermanos. Without life, without a good health, there won't be nothing. There won't be no economy, no nothing. When we are still alive and in a good health, we can rebuild anything. The only thing we cannot rebuild is life. So, hermano, you have to appreciate your lives. It's so selfish to see some people going outside right now just in protests during this delicate time of life. So we can see how our consciousness is, where we are being led, what kind of political leaders do we have, what kind of spiritual leaders do we have in this time of life. So everything is a reflection of who we are. That's our reality. That's what we are living now. And also something great is happening right now, hermanos. The pollution on the air is coming down. The pollution on the rivers. It seems that Pachamama is breathing a little bit now, after so much misuse of everything. So this is also something we have to see, something we have to realize, that how Pachamama right now is just how she's breathing without mankind, outside.
Hi, dear friends. Today I'd like to invite you to be part of this beautiful offering that we'll be making to our Pachamama, Mother Earth, and also to regain the memory of just knowing that we belong to the waters, to the oceans. And our origin first was the oceans. She has been here for all of us, and we need to regain that spirit. We need, as women, to remember the origins of ourselves, which is the feminine, and that is the earth. The earth is feminine, and as women, we need to come together to really make that transition, to really make that that process, to bring that equilibrium to humanity. And it's, as women, we have that task and we have that work to really come together and to be able to make that transition, to make a better world, and to help in these difficult times to make that passage.